Well, I just finished almost getting hit by a car. Oh God, I'm dying already. Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy SonTj. How's it going? Have you noticed the volume sounds a little bit different? The look is a little bit different. I'm still trying to get things figured out since I moved into my new apartment. But today we're going to do a fan fishing clash talking about MCU Thor versus Captain Marvel. As with many people, I gotta let you know straight up, right off the bat, this is not about the comics, this is about the movies, okay? I even have people in my top strongest, or top 100 strongest, because all you guys asked for it, top 100 strongest MCU characters. People are telling me Odin's OP in the comics, so he should be OP in the movies. Two different areas, okay? Even though, like, the recent Far From Home trailer, the MCU called it 616, it's not the same, okay? So let's get that straight before I go into the feats of these characters, okay? So, let's get started.
The beat go off.
Feel like I'm Goku.
First thing I want to talk about is Captain Marvel, okay? Captain Marvel is a character that is very powerful, right? Has a lot of hype from Kevin Feige, a little bit too much hype, because I saw her movie, then I saw Endgame, and she lives up to a lot of it, but the term strongest Avenger is tough to sell because not only is she's not the only one who overpowered Thanos in this entire Infinity Saga. Thor overpowered Thanos and Scarlet Witch overpowered Thanos. But the way she did it was pretty impressive because Thanos did have the entire Infinity Gauntlet in one of his hands, and he couldn't affect Captain Marvel when he headbutted her or nothing. She didn't move whatsoever, and she has the ability to absorb the Infinity Stones. And when she had that power up, she was able to like pretty much overwhelm Thanos. And he had to catch her off guard with the Power Stone to knock her away, which is an impressive feat. And one of her most impressive feats is being able to go at light speeds, like casually. Like when at the end of Captain Marvel, the film, she was able to go with the shit when it went to light speed mode pretty casually. And she has like durability where she was just destroying Kree ships with like no effort and destroyed Thanos' ship with no effort. And so it's like Captain Marvel, she is very powerful, but I wouldn't go exactly with just Kevin Feige's statements because if you go by like that with anything, you need feats to back things up. So definitely in terms of feats, she is pretty much like the top 3 strongest Avengers out there. Please, I'm not trying to piss off the Doctor Strange fans. We can get to that in another video. But yeah, Captain Marvel, very impressive. Can overpower Thanos when she's not caught off guard and when he's not using the full power of the Infinity Gauntlet. She has major hacks, speed feats, and absorb energy. And her weakness is because it's not showed in the movies, but like her weakness is when she doesn't, when she's not able to absorb energy. So let's talk about Thor. Now, Thor, in my opinion, my personal opinion, was nerfed in Endgame for certain reasons, right? Because even the Russo brothers had to backtrack some of his feats because in Infinity War, Thor became so OP it was ridiculous. Because in the comics, the Infinity Gauntlet, pretty much no one can match it unless you're like the Living Tribunal. But in the movie, they showed some feats of like characters being able to match Thanos before he got the full Infinity Gauntlet. Like for example, Doctor Strange or Iron Man holding up a little bit, or Scarlet Witch holding up a little bit. But when Thanos shot his full Infinity Gauntlet, when Thor came in, that thing it didn't do nothing to Stormbreaker, like at all. And Thanos was literally almost killed by Thor single-handedly. Now, the Russo brothers came by and said that Thanos hasn't really learned the Infinity Stones and stuff like that. But, like, even in Endgame, like, the way that, because Captain Marvel, War Machine, and Captain America and everyone jumped Thanos once he pretty much was, like, completely injured after, destroying the Infinity Stones. Like, the way that, like, Thor came in and just sliced his head off looked so much more aggressive and more powerful than the way Captain Marvel came in. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way that Prime Thor is with the Stormbreaker is way more impressive than Thor with Stormbreaker and Mjolnir both together when he's chubby. I feel like that physical, like, his physicality and how healthy he is in the way he's able to wield his weapon shows how powerful he can be. And even though the Russo brothers said that, like, Thanos wasn't fully, he didn't fully master the Infinity Stones or whatnot. The way he came in and wrecked everything was insane. And if you want to go by like pure, like, you know, that type of look, you can say that like Thanos looked more impressive without the Infinity Stones than he did with it. Like 2014 Thanos looked more impressive than Infinity Stones Thanos, which is obviously wrong because Thanos is more powerful with the Infinity Stones. So definitely I have to say Thor in terms of power is literally on par with Thanos with the Infinity Stones, a full gauntlet. I'm not saying he's stronger than him because the snap is the snap, but yeah, his power, his peak ability is definitely on par with that Thanos. His speed is up there because he's able to travel through the frost. Like with Stormbreaker, he's able to teleport with the frost thing, and literally through statements throughout the films, if he leaves that thing on, he can destroy the planet. So definitely in terms of power and speed, like Thor is up there. So let's get to the conclusion because I think you know where I'm going with this, and I hope the volume is good because I am really nervous about it. So, in conclusion, who wins this, Thor or Captain Marvel? Now, if you want to go by pure, like, Kevin Feige said this, Kevin Feige said that, then boom, Captain Marvel wins because just reasons. But we're going by feats. Both of these characters in their prime. It's obvious to me that Thor wins. I feel like MCU tried to push back because they wanted, you know, to put over Captain Marvel as much as they can. With the Russo brothers saying that like Thor's feat against Thanos is not that impressive or stuff like that, and try to make it seem like Captain Marvel's the strongest Avenger. When in reality, yes, Captain Marvel is extremely fast. Yes, she overpowered Thanos in a way that like she like pushed over his glove, but she overpowered Thanos, but Thor almost killed Thanos. Like, with almost, like, barely any effort. The man clean cut the full Infinity Gauntlet's energy beam like it was nothing. And literally, if he just would have aimed for the head like he did at Endgame at the beginning, it would have been over. So, definitely, in terms of power, like, Thor wins this. In terms of speed, like, the man can just travel by the Bifrost, and if he just leaves it open, he can destroy the entire planet, and he'll live on, while Captain Marvel, she'll probably die in the explosion. They can both fight in space, but at the end of the day, prime physicality Thor would beat Captain Marvel, in my opinion. They're around the same speed. I think Thor is probably faster with his teleportation, and definitely, I have to say, in terms of power and just, and his weapon is ridiculous, the way he can just cleave the Infinity Gauntlet's full power. I have to say Thor wins this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about the new formats of me being in the video? And just, you know, little updates, I'm fine or whatever. Just, you know, people don't know how to drive, man. And it can happen to anyone. So stay safe out there. More videos are going to be on the way, hopefully with my face more. Even though I make top strongest videos, I definitely want my voice and image to be on it more often. Hope you like the new avatar, the new banner I have on YouTube. And SonTj, peace. Love you all.